The sound of Big Ben welcomes you to my study today. We're going to have a look at collective nouns, abstract nouns, and I'll give you a really hot tip for a way to improve your spoken English. And at the end of the video, we'll look at some eponymous nouns. Eponymous? Did I really say that word? It's a very strange word. Well, I'll explain at the end of the video. So let's get started with collective nouns. Collective nouns are given to groups of things. It can be people, for example, like a choir of singers. It can be insects, like a swarm of bees. They sound a bit angry. I don't think I'll go near them today. It can be containers, like boxes or baskets or a bottle of milk. And we give collective nouns to groups of animals, like a brood of hens or a herd of cows. I must remember to go to get a basket of eggs later. Here's some exercises which have collective nouns in them. You can pause the video to see if you can find them, and the answers are given at the end of the video. Now let's have a look at abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are a little bit different to the nouns that we've seen so far. They're used for qualities or ideas. They don't really name things. They're used for things we cannot see or touch. And a thing like a pain is an abstract noun. If you've got a bad backache, you can see your back, but you can't see the ache. This poor chap, I'm sure he's going to have a bad back at the end of the day. Curiosity is an abstract noun. Babies are very curious, aren't they? And blindness, words ending in ness are quite often abstract. Anger, I wonder what's upset him. He doesn't look too happy, does he? And anticipation. He looks like he's just broken a window. Yes, I think I know that feeling of waiting for my father to come home. And friendliness. My Japanese students always do this when I'm taking their photo. I'll read you a story with some abstract nouns in it for you to find, but before I do that, I'll give you a really hot tip on a way to improve your spoken English. I'm going to read you a story with some abstract nouns in it for you to find at the end. But if you listen and read at the same time, you will hear the sounds I'm making and see them written on the page. That's a very good way to match the two things together. And if you do it 2 or 3 times, you'll be quite surprised how much that will improve your spoken English over time. Give it a try. If you're sitting comfortably, I'll begin. The Oak and the Willow. An oak tree of great strength lay on its side with its roots out of the ground and its branches broken. It spoke with great sadness to a reed growing nearby. "That was a storm of great ferocity last night. It caused great turbulence around me, and I could not stand against it. I used all my tenacity to remain strong, but here I am on my back." The reed said she was sorry to see the great oak in such distress. The oak spoke again. "Look at those willow trees over there. They always show weakness and bend in the wind, but they are still standing tall." The reed said, "Yes, they do bend like us, but, you know, Englishmen make cricket bats out of willow, and people all over the world use the flexibility of willow branches to make baskets." "But," said the oak, "I have power, durability and toughness. Where is the justice?" The reed smiled with sympathy and said, "Sometimes it is better to bend in the strong gale like the willow, rather than resist like the oak against great might." There are 16 abstract nouns here. See if you can find them, and the answers are at the end of the video. Now let's move on to the eponymous nouns. Eponymous nouns are based on a person, real or imaginary, from whom something such as an invention, a tribe, a nation, or a place takes its name. I'm sure you've all worn a cardigan at some time, but did you know that that actually came from the Earl of Cardigan? Here are some more eponymous nouns. I'm sure you recognise some of them. Pause the video and read through. And if you can think of some eponymous nouns in your own language, perhaps you could leave them in the comments below. My goodness, is that the time? It does go so quickly. Well, I have to go because I have to give a talk on the present perfect tense to some of my French students, and sometimes that can be a little bit difficult. And now I really must say goodbye. I'm sure you can probably remember how we did that last time. And next time I'm going to have a look at something different. I'm going to look at the two sounds I and E, as in sit and seat. These are difficult for some of you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and leave any comments for me below. See you next time. Bye.